are in day 3 of our celebration of the power of Black women and our Black Women Run the World campaign. 400 days leading up to the United Nations Global Celebration of People of African Descent. We celebrating Black women in business, in nonprofit, in ministry, some of y'all in government, and we're doing that via blogs. We're doing that via, well, this is the first video graphical impartation of information that I believe in the depth of my being gonna bless your life for the rest of your life. I get to unpack the secret assignment. At the same time, I get to talk to y'all and make sure that y'all know. Do y'all realize that the internet literally reset 6 days ago for y'all? Like I've been talking to y'all for the past 5 years about the fact that business went from brick and mortar to click and order. It was November of 2021. I told you Google shifted its entire small business platform from Google My Business to Google Business Profiles, shifted its number one and number two determinants of ranking from ad word keyword to relevancy of search in specific geographic location. I told y'all that was a game changer. I've been behind the curtain in entrepreneurial development since 1999 with Go Small Biz and Targeting.com. We took what was a consultation firm that had 3,000 clients to over 60,000 clients with no annual contract. This ain't the what is that? The Chamber of Commerce. That's that thing y'all go to. That they get y'all to cut them a check up front, and you come to like 12 meetings a year to meet the same 30 people. This ain't that, right? No annual contract. You know how frugal you are as entrepreneurs. You're not gonna keep no thing if that thing ain't got no value for you. So you imagine the overwhelming value that we have to provide. And no, we didn't just go from 3 to 60,000. No, it's been a process, right? Like fail, try again, learn, all over, do and do over. Okay. We went through literally over 480,000 small businesses, micro entrepreneurs in North America over the course of those 2 decades. Now, I don't know it all. They say, a man only knows how much he don't know. But if you at the solution solving center of over, I don't know, 480,000 small businesses over the course of 2 decades, you learn a little bit about what entrepreneurs need to succeed, a little bit about what they need to not just stay alive, but really thrive out here in these entrepreneurial streets. And I'm not just a fly on the wall. I be sticking my toe in these entrepreneurial development streets. I'll be working with our people from 2007 when our founder of Urban Success University, the Oakmeister, ascended until right around COVID. I worked with 403 individual churches in order to help them stimulate economic spending inside of their individual congregations and surrounding communities via the development of paper church business directories. And in that process, we registered 48,000 faith-based and community-based business owners, right? In Georgia, we did 46 of them, right? There's like a 500 folk that registered at Elizabeth Baptist Church. There was about 500 folk that registered at New Birth Baptist Church, about 400 folk over there at House of Hope. There's about, I don't know, about 300 folk that registered over there at Impact and everywhere else. And during COVID, business shifted. It went from brick and mortar to click and order, and 80% of those 403 business ministries and nonprofit ministries, they crashed, and it wasn't the pastor's fault. They were still pastoring. It wasn't a mama and them fault. They were still praying, but they didn't have the infrastructure. They didn't have the systems that they needed in order to withstand the storm. And I love systems. It's an acronym: save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. And so that's the beginning of the thing. And we looked up, and it was the January of 2025, and we saw Donald Trump and Elon Musk in the White House, and that was interesting, right? A lot of federal systems shifted. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of big tech companies shucking and jiving. You guys read between the lines, kind of picking up what I'm putting down. And then they had their little spat. And then it was the beginning of third quarter. And it doesn't matter how you feel about Donald Trump. His desk is the most powerful desk in the world. He announced from it that AI is officially the center of the United States economy. That's a big deal, literally. And more big tech companies sucking and jiving, and then the longest federal shutdown in American history. Let you out just in time for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Those are the biggest shopping seasons of the year. I don't care what you believe in. Well, I do care and I respect it, but it doesn't matter. You're gonna buy your kids some Christmas. And if you're not gonna buy your kids some Christmas, you can buy your kids something around Christmas and say it's not a Christmas gift. Never forget that these here United States of America are the capital. We are of capitalism. Okay? And so, eventually this money making mechanism that we've been understanding for the past 25 years has got to get reset. The reset was May the 19th, 2026. Google officially announced that it's no longer a search engine. Huh? What? You've intentionally positioned yourself as the 800-pound gorilla of information dissemination. So if you not a search engine, who is? Because you the search engine. Like y'all remember when we was kids and Google used to be a noun, because now it's a verb. A noun is a person, place, or thing. You used to go online and look something up on Google. Now you just Google it. That's not accidental or coincidental. It's intentional. And now you're not a search engine, huh? Well, what is you, Mr. Google people? Oh, you an AI agent. Well, I guess you are, because that's a foundational shift. You know, you know, gone are the days of them blue links because they don't matter. Gone, it doesn't matter if you low. Are you chosen? I know you chosen by God, but does AI know that? And so, she's but watch. It's always darkest for you to see light. Because timing. It's the business. Y'all know, Black, let me be out the bag. Timing is the business, location is the real estate. What? And the first will be last, and the last gonna be first. This Monday, money making morning. Happy Memorial Day, ladies. Yeah, I'm different than them. Cat is out the bag. Today, we gonna pull the curtain back. Y'all know I've been back here the whole time, right? Okay. Now, in 1994, all right, we celebrated the King, Martin Luther King Jr. first day of service, January 17th, 1994. January 18th, not Yolanda, but her siblings killed the King Center Youth and Creative Arts Department. Yolanda birthed the Creative Arts Department in 1982. She ain't gonna kill her own department. I'm just saying. All right. So, so, so 1988. That's when Coretta Scott King gave Cynthia Dolores Nottage Tucker. All right. That's Capilda Nottage's baby girl. That's Whitfield Nottage's daughter. There they go. There it is. That's 1988. That's Coretta Scott giving Cynthia Dolores Nottage Tucker the Legacy Award. Next year, 1989, she founds the Martin Luther King Jr. Association. Okay? Now, Yolanda, the only one who steps beyond the bubble. All right? So she running both. Creative Arts Department. All right. So when they kill the Creative Arts Department at the King Center, then 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 Mommy Grace, all right, how sweet the sound, saved a little wretched West African boy like me. Okay? And my mama sent me to help Yoki Mama rebuild the youth department. I am not a King Center youth leader. I am the King Association youth leader. Mini University, baby. Prophetic point guard of the Bright Hope Baptist Church basement ball court. I was sent by our mamas to help rebuild and make sure their reputation and work wasn't lost. Now, my big brothers and I have unanimously voted to rename the Bill Gray Basketball League as the Yokies, the Young Organization of Kings. Y'all know we out here internationally serving. Because after all the work that we put in order to get Grady High School approved in August of 2020 to be renamed Yolanda King High School, Yolanda didn't have a will. So King Inc. owns the rights to her name, and in my opinion, they blocked it. That's how y'all got a Midtown High School. So you're going to have something with our prophetic big sister name, with the Believing Soldiers Brigadier Generette of the Apostolic Arts. Y'all read her blog on yesterday. Pentecost Sunday, I taught y'all that from our African prophetic tradition. I teach no bless your life for the rest of your life. And so we've always been about serving. Always been about ensuring that the work of our mothers, our founding mothers, these two, you know, they ascended 20 years ago. She ascended October the 12th, 2005. She ascended January 30th, 2006. Rosa Parks, October 24th, 2005. That's 110 days that their students, that our children have spent in prayer, fasting, and reflection for 20 years. And nobody said a word. I believe everybody understands now why, with the overwhelming pressure she was under after her mother ascended, when she was the speaker at the 2007 King Holiday, that Yolanda froze the political institution, said, "No, Shannon, Sambo, Frosted, Flake, you fuck boy. You're not introducing me." As any prophetic performer would. I'm not performing like that. Get KJ. Ma'am, going behind this, yes, you are. I introduced her. We had no idea it would be her last public performance. But the creative artistic world is looking for it, and I got to finish my homework. Spent the last 20 years taking the hits, holding the line, staying behind the curtain. I just pulled back. And inside of the world's high-level digital systems, sales, marketing, waiting for this exact moment. Now we in day 3. Day 1, we went through Mama Grace. Day 2, we unpacked the Yolkmeister, Yolanda, Denise, Scott. That's a Scott woman. You gotta put some respect on the Scott woman. You know, they about that service. It's the superpower. And day 3, oh boy, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all ain't even reading. About one of my spiritual mamas. Boy, oh boy, did she come get my ass out of all types of shit. She came and got me from the 35th district. She came and got me from the 14th district. She came and got me from the Youth Study Center a whole bunch of times. Came and got me from 52nd Street. She came and got me from the Abington Police Department. Yo, she drove all the way down and got me from the Atlanta City Police Department. I promise you. I tried to beat the brakes off that nigga. On South Street? What? I did. She was picketing. A lot of people felt like they get away disrespecting her because they feel like her and her bestie, Rosa Louise Macaulay Parks, ain't had no son. They don't understand the power of spiritual descendancy. Fuck you up over my mamas. Ask Joseph Skipper. Google him. August 31st. Birthday present. My 16th one. Nigga had the nerve to put his hands on Rosa Parks. Oh, Detroit PD said they couldn't find him. Centurion did. Dropped his ass off. Fucking rat. Hey, how you commit a crime in Detroit? You take PC and get transferred to Alaska. How you get PC in Alaska? Huh, Skipper? Listen, so the world remembers.
I'm a phenomenal black woman, a power anthem.
You ain't never seen power like this. Black woman built for greatness.
Let them know who they dealing with. You ain't never met a woman like me.
Y'all heard the name C. Dolores Tucker. You don't know
the world got a pause
about my mama. And y'all gonna learn over these 100 days. Cynthia Dolores Nottage Tucker. That's Kapil the Nottage's daughter. That's like prophetess to the nth degree. Y'all know her as C. Dolores Tucker, the woman that fought hip hop. Live from the pits of hell. That Satan designed to keep us from understanding her real prophetic power. She was not against hip hop. Us having a platform for us to be able to culturally express ourselves. Shut your mouth. She was against the institution manipulating our understanding of our power. You know, that's Kapil Nottage's daughter. Told you that's prophetess to the nth degree. Okay? Like she was real stern to us understanding the prophetic principle that life and death is in the power of our tongue. You know, because we're creating the likeness and image of God. He's spirit, we spirit. We're going to worship him and learn about him in spirit and truth today. Okay? And so likeness, image, spirit, likeness, ability. We get to do what he did. He does. What does he do? All day, every day. He creates. How? With words. In the beginning, the earth was without form or void, and God said, and then it was. Now chill. Don't be trying to clickbait me. All right? And don't be trying to pull me into none of these surface Western theologies. They call it and haul it, name it or claim it, none of that prosperity boo-boo. All right? Faith without works is dead. But I'm sure you how to put this work in. All right? Plus, God's words created the world. It's already done. Your words create your world. Life you're living right now, tomorrow, a week from now, a year from now, God willing, decade or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It directly depending upon the words in which you're speaking. Okay. So what she was on was, listen, watch it. Cause, you talking about, listen to Doggy Style. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and sucking the dick. She'd be like, oh, watch it. When you have some daughters, they run around thinking they Jessica Rabbit. And look, our daughters got to launch a brains over booth movement. To do what? To prove they're not Jessica Rabbit. Now y'all know Roger Rabbit. Jessica had the boobs and the booty, and that was all that folks seen when they saw her, not realizing her divine digital brilliance. Oh, I'm talking. And so, it was like she wanted us to understand that. And she didn't have a beef with Pac, didn't have a beef with Suge. It was like, Biggie described our adolescent development when he said it's hard being young from the slums, eating 5-cent gum, not knowing where your meal coming from. It's either the game of the game. Either you slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. And in essence, he was like, listen, mama, you don't understand the harshness of our realities, okay? Like in these New York and Northern City projects, gunshots going over the jungle gym. Hope you live on the first floor by the incinerators, rats knocking on your freaking window at night trying to get in. You know what I mean? It's hard. And so, look, we just articulating our reality. That's what we do through our song. They that captured us said, why don't you sing that song? Sing that song that you people sing. And we, African people exiled in this wilderness of North America, we were stuck. How can we sing? It was some little black boy looking at his mama and them, discombobulated and bewildered, looking at that tree, like fuck it. He ran up that tree, climbed to the highest branch, jumped off, grabbed that question mark, and on his way down, straightened it to an exclamation point, and he said, how can we not sing the Lord's song in a strange land? And all throughout our development as a people, our song has reflected our struggle. It's charged to keep a God to glorify. The old hymns, they don't sound like, gospel rap. Gospel came from the blues. I know I'm too young to understand, but my woman left me. Cold in hand. I wouldn't really mind it that much, but she left me for another man. That's the blues. Right? And so, used to call it devil worship or devil music. And so every generation, we're articulating our struggle. And you might not want to hear about the gunshots. You might not want to hear about the violence. You might not want to hear about the over-sexualization, but that's the reality of our life in the urban community. Period. Like our baby girls be talking about. And so Satan play on that. And what Mama Nadas was big on was, look, watch your mouth, because you don't realize how iconic you're going to be later. And the power of your words. That was it. She was against the destruction of our people's understanding of our greatest apostolic asset, the power of our words. She was
This black woman built for
apostolic architect.
Let 'em know who they dealing with.
Literally,
You ain't
the
never
infrastructure
met a woman like me.
for what we stand on today. Daddy's girl, for sure. Told you about Capilda. Whitfield Nottage, the gospel goat, Titan. Not just a goat, Titan of faith, community, and men's ministry. Not just in the north and western part of the country, but founded Ebenezer Community Chapel, 19th and Susquehanna. That was a, yeah, stamp that. Ebenezer Community Chapel, 19th and Susquehanna. On that September 1934 trip, World Baptist Alliance, that William Herbert Gray invited Michael King Sr. to. It was Whitfield that had the copy of the Slave Bible that nobody can get their hands on. Get yours from Amazon. And in Ebenezer, the northern Ebenezer of the village, that pillar, that community chapel, that rock, that housed the heart of black survival. Mama Nottage, she took the spirit of Ebenezer, that stole the help, and elevated it to the national stage, where she co-founded the National Political Congress of Black Women, NPCBW, as she would call it. With her besties of the movement, Shirley Chisholm, Coretta Scott King. Our mamas gave me a little secret assignment. Take this here work, little baby, with our daughters to the next level. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. See, our mothers knew that the future of black liberation wasn't just in the streets. It was in the systems.
Now my thoughts got go to silence. Turn my grind into a code.
She wanted us to own the sauce. Wanted y'all to own the strategy. Wanted y'all to have all the funding resources and to dominate the digital architecture. In my opinion, that's why God reset the internet. The week of Yoki's 19-year ascension, after the year of the 20-year ascension of our mothers. You know, Yolanda's ascension was the day after Ascension Day.
I didn't fake it.
You know, we kicked off
I built it.
Ascension Day this year
For the door.
by announcing that the children of the Carver cluster community were starving. I starved myself to feed them. Like, damn. Boy, you need a wife for real. I got air fryer.
Cause I'm mad. If you ever wonder what hustle looks like, look at me.
Believing soldier. Amazing Grace's lightning rod. Lightning rod don't cause a storm. Sits a little higher than the house, takes the hits from the storm, get fried in order to protect the house from the storm. Make sure it don't get hit. Y'all know how I do. And so last week, we experienced the internet reset. Good googly moo. Like, it's kind of hard to really put it into perspective. The internet reset. Wow. This is not just a tech update. This is a divine reallocation. For years, I could have sold out. I promise you. I could have made millions upon millions of dollars prostituting my anointing. Using my gifts that God has given me. Selling the skills that I wouldn't have acquired if it had been for the prophetic positioning of our mamas. In direct response to marketing and elite systems. But I stayed. Stayed in the trenches because I'm just built different. David said, I had almost fainted lest I believed I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And so I knew how God told me. Now a lot of folk like, how you know? I asked Donald Bradley that when he launched Planet Marketing. I said, how did you know? He said, God told me. How you know it was God? He's the only person in the pool with me. I can't tell you if he's an alto or baritone. But this Monday morning, as we launch Kingdom Moves in Threes on day 3, I want to attribute this to our mamas and black women. God, and he asked me why, and I'm going to say because God told me to. Now, when I say the internet reset, I want to explain to you really what I mean by that. That means that when Google formally announces that it's officially no longer a search engine and is now an AI agent, AI response agent, it means that traditional search engines are finito, dying out. That's SEO, search engine optimization. Now we are fully in the age of generative engine optimization. That's GEO. That's what are these AI assistants. And they're no longer just sending people to random links. That's why them blue ones, checks don't mean no much no more. They're now smart matching. Listen to that term. They're smart matching. They're AI smart matching. Users to authorities. Become a category pillar, you're going to be one. And if you, in your ministry, if you, in your business, if you, in your nonprofit, if you, in whatever enterprise you're endeavoring in, if your language isn't AI written, then you aren't read by AI. Means you can't be AI's preferred source because they don't have reasoning like humans do, where they read between the lines. If it's not clear and concise of who you are, what you do, how you do what you do, and who you do it for, and where you do it at, they just skip you. And so if they skip you, you're not AI's preferred source. If your business description, if your product description, if your ministry description, if your event description isn't written in AI language, it's in essence invisible. That's why I said when we woke up this Monday morning, 85% Black, faith-based small businesses, any of the three, are digitally invisible. But God reset the internet. And timing is the business, but location is the real estate. Because it's not just you who they turn the lights off on. They turn the lights off on your competition. So if you Motel 6 that thing, flick the switch and turn the lights on and leave them on, then when AI looking for somebody who do what you do, they're going to redirect everybody to you. Excuse me. Does that make sense? I know common sense ain't common. So I know sometimes y'all feel like I talk fast and sometimes I feel like y'all listen or process information slow. But I on this Money Making Monday Memorial Morning, as your founder, I want to make sure you get the point. Are y'all getting the point? Because I told you timing is the business, but location is the real estate. So if you take advantage of this timing and secure this digital real estate that will appreciate faster than any physical real estate you had the opportunity to purchase will, bless your life for the rest of your life. If you position yourself now, not now, right now, and become a category pillar, then the AI preferences, right? They're gonna recognize you first as the one, not the two. Every single time. Y'all like, okay, but what's a category pillar? See, the Kingdom Marketplace, the world's first AI-powered generative engine optimized entrepreneurial ecosystem. It has 403 specific business categories. A category pillar is the first business, ministry, nonprofit entity in that category, in that zip code that is optimized for the AI agents. When you're the first that's optimized for these AI agents, then you're the first one they learn from and about. When you're the first one they learn from and about in your individual zip code and surrounding area, then everyone after you that attempts to register or say they do what you do in the area that you've now positioned yourself as the authority in, they're going to compare what they create to you to determine if they're stronger or weaker than you, in order to determine if they should recommend them over you. So in essence, when you're the first, everything after you, stronger or not, is compared to you. Even if you become the first bronze, you still the first. Somebody go gold, that gold still compared to you. You're the first that learned. You hold that. Category pillar. Now, because Black women run the world, there's the Goddess and Buyer Builders, y'all little inner cluster, And the goal is to get so many black women. Reason why we launched in Atlanta, black women in business, ministry, nonprofit. The reason that you're the only demographic, well, everybody can register for free, but the only ones that can post their product and services for free when verified as a black woman is so you digitally dominate this space. So when someone in your city asks AI, Google, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, who should I hire for this particular service, the one that you provide? AI pulls up your name. Who should I have come speak? AI pulls up your story. Who should I patronize? AI pulls up your business profile. So I take the time to make sure I explain how AI smart matching works, so you understand that we're not a directory. Told you those are pre-COVID. They're dead. Finito. Antiquated. Jurassic Park. They're dinosaured. Okay? The Kingdom Marketplace. Listen to me. Faith comes by hearing and hearing of the word. Repetitious affirmation of orders to their subconscious mind is the only known method to develop the emotion known as faith. I'm going to drill this in. Okay? The Kingdom Marketplace is the world's first AI-powered generative engine optimized entrepreneurial ecosystem. Okay? You are not just getting listed. You're getting a digital throne room for you to not just build a business, but an empire. For you to manifest the empress within you. I'm all in this brains over boobs rebellion. Like mom and them, they told us so. All right? Like my oldest daughter, 24. My youngest one, 14. Y'all gonna get my baby something better than twerking, please. All right? And on this side of COVID, when my daughters, my female students at Urban Success University, my superstars, my superstar achievers, thank God we out the baddie with brains phase, my geniuses, my baby girl geniuses, when I was trolling like the little spiritual daddy do, and you got a menu, and found out some of my babies spending $250 for a stripping license from the Atlanta police department, from the DeKalb Police Department, then hell no. Because it's $250 for you to get LLC. It's $150 in Secretary of State, your little name registration and all that. Another $100 in your business bank account. Y'all gonna go through these little 18 steps that and the little I know I pulled it down for y'all. I'm gonna go through it a little bit later today. Little 15 steps for you to understand the 4 different business credit profiles, and then these little 18 steps to establish your corporate footprint. And then we take you through these 30 days in that 30s, and this second phase in that 30s, and this third phase in that 30s, so you can get your little apartment in your LLC name and putting it on Airbnb, and your little car in your LLC name and putting it on Turo and Highway Car and all the other ways. And no, we doing that. And so yeah, I'm all for making sure that our daughters is hooked up in this. What you said in the I gotta leave y'all alone in the comments. But no, we combating this over sexualized culture, trying to oppress our daughters. That's what our mamas fought for, right? And entrepreneurship, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to be little graphic designers. Y'all want to understand these little digital shifts and open up little digital marketing firms and be able to get the little smartphone money. Oh, I got your back. I'm on y'all side. And so they launch this brains over boobs movement to combat the over sexualized culture and the social media pressure objectifying them. You know, like the reality of it is on this side of COVID, with the housing shortage and the lack of like safe employment for them, then really the most readily available method for them to get a bag involved their hand on their knees, showing off their little booties moving, instead of their hands on their little keyboards, showing off their digital brilliance moving. And so we rebelling against that. We 10 toes down against that, against the idea that our daughters, God's daughters, my geniuses, that they got to sell their bodies to survive. No, they proven that they know that the most powerful and potentially profitable God-given asset is their brains, not their boobs. As the dean of USU, I can attest. My babies came out the womb with these smartphones. They done studied search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing. They my babies. All this stuff I got 9 disclosures on and non-competes on. I done gave to them as soon as I got it. Hey, y'all wanna play with this? What? Nigga, spiritual father boy. I did business with Munir Islam and joined this global expansion team just so they could learn trading. He lost the friggin' merchant account. What can I do? Now what we gonna do now? Y'all better take my old directories and digitize them. What? It was a project-based learning experience. That's why I call them geniuses. They turned a project-based learning experience into the world's first AI-powered generative engine optimized entrepreneurial ecosystem. They brought it to me. I was like, how y'all need to create this? Looking at my daughter, looking at them. Daddy used to be a question. Now it's an order. I got some homies. I was like, hey bro, how you tame this in your house? He's like, I don't. I go through the same shit. It's like, what you deal with it? It's like, damn, bro, you ain't got no wife. You assed out, bro. It's over for you. Just take the shots for him and let him run everything. My daughter be looking at me like, lightning rod, daddy. Lightning rod. Get fried. Okay, let's get it. There are daughters. My geniuses. You know, when Yolanda was running USU, they were creative artists. With me, they like AI artisans, digital strategists, coders, writers that are documenting your story. Because watch, the way God set up this internet reset, it's like an intergenerational revival, revitalization, and rebuilding of our business community, right? Because our babies got all the skills to digitally dominate, but they don't have businesses. And so all the elders got the businesses with the Fred Flintstone's digital footprint that need this George Jetson rewrite that our babies are able to provide. And so we're able to come together and God and had this conversation over the summer and provide this program that get God glory and get everybody back and get us talking again, get us connected again, get us building again, centered in God. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And so all you gotta do is register. It's free. Literally. AI smart matching is our proprietary engine. It takes the way that you describe what you do and how you do the way you do it, and it rewrites it into AI language. And it will register you on the Kingdom Marketplace. if you never upgrade, then take the AI smart matching rewrite and paste it everywhere. Paste it on your Facebook, paste it in your Instagram, paste it in your Google business profile, paste it on your TikTok. If you're TikToking, shout out to the TikTokers. Your LinkedIn, wherever you are, your Shopify, consistency is key. Okay? And, you know, thank you. You know, this isn't about profit. It's select patronage. You know, the boycott doesn't do anything for us, right? It doesn't circulate dollars in our community. It doesn't train our businesses in the tech that they need to make the transformation from brick and mortar to click and order and have the competitive edge. It doesn't train our youth. It doesn't provide employment. It allows the talking heads to look like they got some street cred. We need to select patronage. But before, you know, we can select our patronage, and what is the select patronage? It's where we withdraw our economic support from those who are getting paid in our community, who aren't reinvesting in our community, and by their actions, not their words, show they really don't give a flying duck about our community. And it's redirecting it to those who care about our community, who are from our community, and who are making a difference in our community, like you, the businesses in our community. It's pulled from a work of W.E.B. Du Bois called The Negro in Business, about a little over 100 years old. Excuse me. In it, Du Bois says nothing, zero, zip, nada, nothing positive can ever take place in a community that fails to recirculate its dollar. Martin Luther King Jr. asked us, where are we going, y'all? From here. Chaos or community? Right? So if it's impossible to do anything in a community that fails to recirculate its dollar, then if we choose community, we need to have a mechanism to know who the businesses are in our community so we can recirculate our dollar and start doing some positive things to rebuild it. I'm just saying. And so rather or not you update or upgrade or not, you're still one of us, get registered in our community. Because when you do get registered, then you're able to not just post your business. When you register, you turn your testimony into a high authority point that AI can reference. When you upgrade as a black woman and it's 100 days and you get this featured AI article, then that article stamps you as a leader in your industry as well, and on top and in addition to you being a category pillar. Now, over these next, well, this is day 3, 96 and a half days, as we are rushing toward the culmination of Black Business Month. Y'all know August is Black Business Month, right? Okay? And so we culminate that August 31st. I like that's the birthday party. It's so much bigger. It's not even about me no more. Never was. Empty vessel. I'm not making myself no reputation. We're prophetically pushing toward the United Nations Global Day celebration of people of African descent. Y'all know we just came out of the United Nations Global Decade-Long celebration of people of African descent. That was 2015 to 2025. Same 3 principles: recognition, justice, development. And so if you miss that decade-long celebration, don't miss us celebrating today. It's my day. Ain't even about me, about you. I'm looking forward to the 100 Black women that I get to celebrate. Cause I got some sauce I can't talk about that when you register with our daughters, I get to give you, that they get to use this show off. That, I don't know if you realize it, but, you know, we doing something over here, right? God up to something. And so my mission is not just celebrate 100 black women, because a lot of y'all, it's going to be your blog. Some of y'all, you're going to be VIP members. We're going to be talking about you. We're going to be interviewing you, you know, on these 100 days. It's going to be live. Y'all see it right now, day 3 in living color. And I need your help. I need 100 women who are serious about digitally dominating August 31st. This global day of people of African descent is anchored forever, ever. So it's gonna be our annual event for the Kingdom Marketplace. All right, this is gonna be where we celebrate Black business excellence. All right, this gonna be, y'all already know, the Success Symposium. And so I got to give you a call to action. Register your business, please. Can you do that for me? Like I don't ask y'all for much, but can you please register your business? Like, regardless of what you do. I'm not talking to the fellas like this, even though I'm talking to everybody. But ladies, if you are a Black woman in business and you understand, not me, my mamas, you got any glimpse of who Amazing Grace Banks Sullivan is, just read the blog. Got any glimpse of who Andrea Dash Gray is? Like, y'all heard about William Herbert Gray. We talking about Black mamas. Any glimpse of Winifred Morris and who she is? Mother Morris. Any glimpse of who Cynthia Norris Nodis Tucker is? Any glimpse who Rosa Louise Macaulay Parks is? Any idea? Who Amelia Isidora Platts Boynton Robinson? You don't know. But any idea? My grandmama Pearl E. Jackson, any idea of the Black women that really sacrificed? Because we got Black women, mamas, that prayed in the dirt, literally, for the ministries y'all about to launch. They literally prayed in the dirt for the nonprofits and social impact that y'all about to make. They prayed in the dirt, literally, for the businesses and bag y'all about to get, the hundreds of millions of dollars, the tens and hundreds of thousands of folk y'all about to employ, and they had to dumb themselves down because they ain't have AI in order for y'all to be able to use, in order to be able to get God glory while y'all getting it back. And so I know you got a goal, I know you got a dream, you got an aspiration. You might have given up on it. But do me a favor, like, dust that thing off and just try your guy out. You ain't even got to trust me, but trust the God in me. He put something in me for me to get to you. My wife, I don't even want to get to 1 million on no more. I just want one woman. I don't want to love 1 million women. I just want to love one woman in 1 million ways. Plus, I need help with these babies. Listen, I told y'all we not boycotting. It don't do nothing. Stop it. Just stop it. I saw this in my dreams. I promise you I did. Stop trying to boycott your way to prosperity. Boycotts don't build schools. They don't fund LLCs. They don't teach our daughters how to code. It's like Patronus does. Keeping our money, our data, and our legacy in our community does, in the family. What up, family? That way it can't be deleted. It can't be manipulated. So don't forget what I said about the fact that timing is the business, but location is the real estate. You can't play the I'm a wait game. Because Because when your competition gets your category pillar, they get the coin, you get the bid. I got Klarna and Afterpay for black women. Like anything you want on there that you can't get, if $100 is hard for you, then we're gonna make it $25 for you to get it. Don't miss this. If you understand, I was at the Nucleus when Fran took Go Small Biz from 3,000 to 60,000 with no annual contract. Then I sat down and shut up throughout that whole duration. You know, Prepaid Legal was a legacy company. You know, the Small Business Plan was its highest sold, highest retained product in corporate history. And 80% of the people that retained it utilized the Go Small Biz network more than 4 times in the first year. In my opinion, they keep it for them lawyers, they kept it for GSB. They say, over my career, I attribute it to collectively $153 million worth of collective sales. Martindale Hubbell, AB rated law firms. This little hood boy with a dream. You know, Yolanda's framework is living the dream. When folk were running from the inner city, Leon Howard Sullivan was running to it. Folk were running from our inner city kids, Sully was running to them. I'm one of those kids. This is the beginning of what will never end. And so at the center of it is me cleaning up the story of my mama, Mama Nottage. So you're a black woman, don't miss this window. Register your story, your business. GoddessEmpireBuilders.com, BlackWomenRunTheWorld.com. Become the authority in your lane and your zip code. If it's on your heart, sponsor a Virginians. Show that little $250 seed to a young goddess future. It's not charity. It's an investment in the infrastructure that'll eventually serve your business, our business. Go to urbansuccessuniversity.com. You see the Amazing Grace Entrepreneurial Academy. We now, putting our babies in business. Make sure you get the sauce though. Just like the internet shifted and ain't nobody saying nothing. I want to make sure that when these shifts take place, that you tapped into the info so you can capitalize on it. Because these things are going to be taking place very rapidly over the next 6 to 9 months. 2026 is the year that all the global economic indicators have predicted over the past 7, 8, 9 years to be the year of the self-made, documented, digital multimillionaire. Don't miss it.
I'm about to cry on this one.
Please.
I pray you remember me when it's all said and done. I pray you
Just
remember me as a
get
soldier
registered.
and a son. I pray
Our
you
daughters,
remember me as a husband
they got your
and
back.
a
They on their
friend.
side.
A brother to
They
my
gonna
brother,
guide y'all
stuck
through
with
all the
you.
AI mastermind
I pray you
training.
remember me as
You gonna
a
get
father
access to
my
me.
kids. If ever
I got your
Jesus,
back.
watch over my
I
kids. I pray you remember me, regardless how it looks.
So I'm defining a market, and it's a bunch of folk that'll pay me ridiculously, but you won't get it. And if I establish the market here That's the market. But if I give it to you, and on August 31st, I get to showcase your testimonies, then we establish the market. Like right now, you're not even paying fees. You're literally paying setup fees to the geniuses. If you're getting a bronze, that's a bronze setup fee. That's a silver setup fee. That's a gold setup fee. It might get you between $15,000 to $25,000 worth of digital deliverables if you had to get it from them folk. But for my daughters, the geniuses, you a black woman, that's a setup fee. The Kingdom Business Owner Membership, when you patronize our daughters and their pre-launch and support them in their summer employment program and pay a setup fee to them so they can show off their digital brilliance, I'm gonna give it to you and grandfather you in. You get a lifetime profile because all of the amazing stuff that my daughters are doing that's gonna make everybody else envious, we making sure that never downgrades. And whatever level of faith, of seed you sow in them, whatever the Kingdom Business Owner Membership gonna be, that's all you ever gonna pay. I learned this principle from Fran. It's called underselling and over-delivering. This is what the Kingdom operating system is going to do for you.
I pray you remember me as a husband and a friend.
Build credit with
When you get accessibility to it and you implement it and you understand what I'm talking about when I say going from brick and mortar, click and order, from the Flintstones to the Jetsons, you'll never go back. And you're going to tell everybody, this is what he did for me. And be like, what do you pay for your membership? Really? Forever? Your profile grandfathered in? Wow. Why? Because next year, I need to make sure I can pay for 4,000 of my babies to get LLCs. Right? So that's 250. So the first 4,000 of you that upgrade at least a bronze, first thing y'all gonna do is y'all gonna pay out $1 million to my babies. Then the second year when y'all renew, that's the capital that we're gonna use to put 4,000 of my new babies in the business. 1036, digitized. I'm trying to tell you, I'm a Sullivan kid.
Surrender my life. Thank you, Lord.
And
The ministry, but you don't want the mess. You want the
go
struggle, not the struggle, or
to the
the
Real Rebellious Rosa Parks
but you don't want the
and watch, or go to Peacock and watch the Real Rebellious Rosa Parks. Every black woman under the sound of my voice, it's gonna bless your life for the rest of your life. All my daughters, they be like, yo, Rosa Parks was a real one. Cause they be talking about that line when they be like, yo, when Rosa be like, I want to see my grandfather bust that gun. They be like, yo, I wanted to see DK bust that gun. I told y'all, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right? They're mighty for the pulling down the strongholds that Satan has on the minds of our children. Okay? We got believing soldiers, spiritual weapons over here. Amen. Yeah, like we like summer school. Hey man, DK, it's USU. The world is waking up to the truth about black women, how they have, are, and forever running shit. You're a black man, get over it. You came from a black mama. You got a black daughter. Y'all, they learn the truth about our black mamas. You know, Martin Luther King III, he got a daughter. Shout out to Lil Yoki. He went behind the desk at Dexter's funeral. He said, me and Bernice, we gonna make sure everybody learn about all the mamas that contributed to this, especially my Aunt Edith, who wrote my mother's autobiography. You know, that's my hip-hop hermeneutics professor. Literally, she founded the Creative Arts Department at Cheney, just like Yolanda founded it at the King Center in 1982. You know, when she founded USU in 2002, that's the 20-year anniversary. We slide back up in 2022, and we decree and declare and divinely demand that my daughters want to watch the real rebellious Rosa Parks inside of the Rosa Parks room. They're not asking, but you know, neither am I. Amen. 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 Nowhere in our history have any of our prophets been pussies. Ain't no way you're gonna be able to stand 10 toes down to spiritual wickedness in high places if you're a biblical bitch. And so, you know, I don't know about that Southern campus be doing, but us King Association kids, a Southern Ebenezer Village, we respect our mamas, and we raise our Ebenezer. I told y'all, first number completion is 3, second number completion is 4. I don't give a fuck about what we're not doing. This the Ebenezer Kingdom community. This the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because that's what the Hood Holy Ghost does. It ministers in all truth. And the truth is, throughout time, there have been a legacy of the Black King, true ruler of man. Our accomplishments, our wisdom, they praise. Our history, they strive to understand. Yet with all the things we have obtained, nothing could any of it ever mean. For nothing could have ever become of our lives had it not been for a glorious Black queen, the only woman beautiful enough to be the true mother of the earth, the one who cared for us and loved us, who has given us our greatest accomplishment, birth. Black queens, your humbleness, your gentleness, your pureness through and through, at your feet we bow and praise, because real men love and worship you and only you. Rise, O great Black women, one who could do no wrong. Sing for us. Let us bathe in your gracefulness, your pure, that powerful song. Let everyone bear witness to the full extent of your beauty and pride. Rise, O great Black women. You niggas get the fuck out the way for a minute. No longer shall you hide. You want mine? Your throne awaits, my queen. Your kingdom's ever-embracing arms. One which could be ruled by someone possessing your prestige, someone possessing your loveliness and charm. Bear witness that she embraces her throne. Bear witness with her own 2 eyes. Bear witness that she does what only a real Black woman could. Bear witness and watch our Black women rise. Let me be a real man and pull a chair out for you, my lady. I don't know how them niggas down there do it. They say them ATL niggas. I got some real niggas in the A. I got some other niggas over there. Niggas is they say they prettier than they wives. I'm looking for one. Hey man, BlackWomenRunTheWorld.com. It's the launch. Get registered.